to the news today because there's a lot to talk about. So first things first, I want to talk about Save Daredevil Con versus Justice Con. And if you don't know what this is, I don't blame you, but it's really funny because both events are actually really cool and they're taking place at the exact same time. So first off, you got Justice Con here, which is going to be taking place at the last weekend of the month. It is a couple-day event on YouTube, here on YouTube, where what we're going to be seeing is a lot of panels from a lot of people who are pro DCEU. In fact, what we are going to be getting is Zack Snyder himself is going to be making an appearance at Justice Con. Not only Zack Snyder, but other people who worked on Justice League and BVS, and it's going to have a lot of your favorite pro Snyder Cut YouTubers are going to be talking about the movie and about their experiences and everything else in between. And it's all being done as a way to raise money for the AFSP suicide prevention charity, which is utterly fantastic, and I cannot support it enough. And so I'm looking forward to that weekend. I'm really looking forward to that weekend because that's the weekend Comic-Con was supposed to go out. It's the weekend that Comic-Con was supposed to happen, and I was going to be in San Diego enjoying the sun and my friends and burritos, mostly burritos. And it's not happening this year, so we get to go to Justice League, Justice Con. I want to make sure of that one. And there's also then, as I found out today, freaking Save Daredevil Con is happening at the exact same time. Yeah, it's a virtual fandom event by fans for fans. Yeah, Save Daredevil Con, which is all part of the hashtag Save Daredevil movement, which I'm pretty sure coming off of May 20th's announcement that the Snyder Cut is coming to HBO Max, that they're sitting there looking at Kevin Feige and Marvel going like, we're coming for you. But this is what it is. This is what I was able to glean from their website. And they have a very professionally produced website, whereas Justice Con does not have a website, but there's no money behind it. Anyway, this is what it says. Hosted by Team hashtag Save Daredevil, this free fan celebration will run concurrently with San Diego Comic-Con at Home from July 23rd to July 26th. Our planned programming includes pre-recorded roundtables and interviews featuring your favorites from the Daredevil world, including visual artists, Alley showcasing talented artists, creatives, and cosplayers from the Daredevil fandom, and live community events hosted all throughout the weekend by our campaign. For the latest, obviously follow the hashtag Save Daredevil campaign on Twitter. And that's cool. It's happening alongside Comic-Con at Home, which I totally spaced is happening on the same weekend. So you've got, not only do you have Justice Con versus Save Daredevil Con, you also got Comic-Con on that one, right? You've got Comic-Con happening at the same time. And I've got my press registration set up for Comic-Con. I don't even know what the hell that means. They emailed me and they're like, have you registered for Comic-Con at Home yet? And I'm like, no. And then they're all like, you should really register. And I'm like, but why? Because it's an online free event. Like, what am I going to get as press? What am I going to get access to? A virtual press room? They don't no, trust me. There's no frills in the media rooms at Comic-Con, okay? It's like, here's a couple tables, here's some drab lighting, and maybe you get some lukewarm water. Maybe, if you're lucky. That's really about it. But at the same time, jokes aside, I love both events. I do. I love the idea that Justice Con is going to be talking about Zack Snyder's Justice League. They got Zack Snyder himself to show up. This is a fan-led event that is meant to raise money for suicide prevention. You cannot argue that against it in any way, shape, or form. It is too good to pass up. And at the same time, if you are a Netflix MCU fan and you want Daredevil to come back because it's almost 2 years since the cancellation and that 2-year cool-off period is supposedly up in November, then you got that too. So that's cool. Now, I will say this, though, if you want my honest opinion, as happy as I am that Save Daredevil Con is happening, the idea of pre-recorded roundtable interviews, I prefer the live stream approach because they're going to be taking questions from the audience. They're going to be taking questions from fans, and they're going to be engaging and interacting with fans. And I just have to say that personally, I like that a lot better. I do. I like that a lot better, and that's actually what I'd like to see. So in the meantime, that's a lot going on that weekend. I'm going to clear my schedule to the best of my ability. I will be covering as much as I possibly can. Live streams galore. But yeah, it's going to be an insane weekend full of just nothing but Comic-Con coverage, Justice Con coverage, Save Daredevil Con coverage. And maybe, just maybe, we'll get some kind of cool announcement at a Save Daredevil Con. I don't know. They've been gunning for it, really. They've been pushing it real hard. I give those guys a lot of credit. They have a very slick campaign, a very slick presentation. But when it comes to like fan-led movements, getting shit done, flat out, dude, the Justice League people, they nailed it. They nailed it. Honestly, the Save Daredevil guys should be looking at Justice League people going like, what, can you teach us some stuff, man? And of course, because of how giving and thoughtful and loving and caring the Justice League guys are, the Snyder Cut people are, I'm sure they'd be more than willing to help out, because I guarantee you there's a lot of crossover. But in the meantime, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, I don't even know what day it is right now. It's the 6th, so we have like 2.5 weeks, kind of, until this event kicks off. And it's going to be a lot of fun. And so I look forward to covering that myself. So